I jestem z powrotem. Miałem chwilowy zaniek prądu. No tutaj to się zdarza niestety dość często. No nie bez przesady, nie dość często. Ale czasami się zdarza.
You bringing me a drink? No.
Okej, to siostry zadanie. Teraz wytłumaczę tutaj ten Jade.
我上次一送到個報告。パケには買わねえや。Ni upa ia kupu sa ia awat kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napiat shatia uko. Piat shatia kraka ia nano uksaro wo nofatase ia. Ika kahia wo no kakike ia wo shatia oko uki ia ayayuya wai. Wosoawi ani tu uksumpuno.
Te większość jego dań jest dosłownie porywająca. Żołądek może porwać na strzępy.
Piat shatia kraka ia nano uksaro wo nofatase. Wasrafno sositu no ko ota napia ifaria ok. Kutkosi wiwa ya wo nawa ya ifaria oka wikino. Wo noa ya sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifok. Ni upa ia kupu sa ia awat kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napiat shatia uko. Wo noa ia sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifok.
Właśnie. Każdy z tych jedzeń obniża ciało, duszę. No po prostu czerwone, niebieskie, żółte. Ciało, duszę i chyba chi. Lub umysł, o. Ciało, duszę i umysł. Czerwone. Pierwsze to czerwone, drugie niebieskie, na dole żółte. No i właśnie druga potrawa zabierze więcej niż pierwsza. Trzecia najwięcej. Więc lepiej się upewnić, które ma się najbardziej rozwinięte i pierw spróbować z najsłabszego. Czyli... O, na tu pisze. Wytrzymałość, umysł, duch. Więc spróbuję umysł.
Ja. Wowo ya kukwania sinia ia. Piat shatia kraka ia
Właśnie, tak jak on mówi.
Noko wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia.
No serio, robi mi się niedobrze.
Awe utkua wo kokopia kawa ia ewo. Wasrafno sositu noko ota napia ifaria ok. Wo kukehika sumpono sukokot awokatia wo nofatasia.
Boże. To nie polecę nikomu o słabym żołądku.
Niu sosawa ia wa tasi no ni nano yoka napia ifaria ok.
Właśnie. Ta jego potrawa, o której gada, zabierała wszystkie 3 cechy. Znaczy tak jakbyście stoczyli walkę, o. Więc można to odzyskać.
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yok yowia sonsi ya wo yowia. Piershat ukni uksa ia sun puno kanhun wo ushashia uksa hiaka. Wo kuketita sun puno sukokot awokatia wo nofatasia. Ja. Wo ya kukwania sinia ia. Ikakahia wo nokakike ia wo shathia oko uki ia ayayuye wa.
Nie, dziękuję! Odmówiłbym!
Ni wo sosawa ia wa tasi noni nano yopa napia ifa ia ok.
O, jak się go okłamie, to on spróbuje i padnie.
Noko wo ifa wia ok kun one wipifia. Wo so awi ia ni tu wo uksun puno. Utatsa ia oka yowe ia fonia sisa ia trusta pafawe ia towia.
Właśnie, widać jak mnie to dobiło. No i to... dostałem. Tu jeszcze można wykonać jeszcze jedno zadanie poboczne.
If Shang doesn't do something about those sailors soon, they'll overrun the whole...
I hoped Minister Shang had come here looking for a wife, but all he wants is to get back to the Imperial City.
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steep... I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Kwan still owned the tea house so things could go... Farewell. Take care. If you ever need any advice...
Właśnie, źle. Ją się trzeba zapytać.
Hello, young one. My name is Kwan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Kwan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine. No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ. Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong. That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Aha, jeszcze no, jakbyście słyszeli jakieś dziwne odgłosy, to przepraszam was za to.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, the useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house. I am Three Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Kwan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner. Oh, certainly. The Imperial Writ is 400 years old, and I just carry it around with me all the time and show it to complete strangers. Please. The writ is locked safely away, as I told Mother Kwan. I'm not about to bring it out on your request. Now, if you will just leave me to my drinking. What a truly horrible thing to say to me, especially when I'm sober. The very notion that I, Three Sheets Dutong, could do such a thing is, well, it is unthinkable.
You want me to teach this troublemaker a lesson, boss?
Don't be an idiot. You saw what happened in the fight with those sailors. I don't need you lying unconscious on the floor. That's my job. After Steeper Yanru brings me my wine. Your accusations grow tiresome, stranger. You have no proof that I cheated old Mother Kwan, and I don't see any reason to continue our conversation. So thank you, and goodbye.
Hello again, a salutatorious greeting and welcome. I'm gonna be the best barkeep in Tien's Landing, as soon as Three Sheets Dutong turns this place into a tavern. I would rather have kept my old job, but Dutong's in charge now. He says I have to practice giving out wine and advice so I can become a real barkeep, just like the ones in the Imperial City.
A teraz posłuchajcie rad.
Sure. Just remember, I'm pretty new at this. I'm still practicing. Let's try this one. Every bureaucrat knows a tree grows toward the light, but a rock grows not at all. I have no idea. Dutong just had me memorize a bunch of wise sayings. None of them make much sense to me. Maybe they'll sound better if people drink the wine.
No raczej tak.
The wise man will always remember that falling leaves spiral downwards, but only until they rest on the earth. I have no idea. Dutong just had me memorize a bunch of... I shouldn't speak ill of my boss, but I don't trust him. Maybe it's because he's not from the town. He just showed up one day with that Imperial Writ and took over. That Imperial Writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Kwan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice. Mother Kwan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway. What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Kwan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Kwan. That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed. It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up. The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand. No problem. We have two sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. One bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
Wystarczy dać mu 2 cesarskie i 1 zwykłą.
One drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? One drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
O.
One drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
I teraz można wchodzić do akcji.
Good, good. Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, come back and see me. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
No niestety, ale musicie znów mi wybaczyć na chwilę. Okej, już jestem. No i czas przesłuchać 3 prześcieradła.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of Three Sheets Dutong? No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. Just the thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Confess my sins. Then I'll feel better. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Boss, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
Oh, I hate that restorative potion. Oh, that stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory, as if oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, oh, I don't know, an imperial writ? What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, Three Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, I'm just not sure what to do. Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
I knew you would make the right choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time here in in Master Dutong's tea house. A forgery, are you certain? That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Dutong has left. For good. And thanks to this brave young man here, the tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Kwan! Her tea house is back in business!
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house. I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Kwan's.
Okej, to na razie wszystko, co mogę tu zrobić. Wybaczcie na chwilę znowu. Okej, jestem z powrotem.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it. Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well... Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Ta sztabka jest też potrzebna i się dowiecie w następnym rozdziale do czego.
You really shouldn't be here. Mr. Tay does not like others to observe him working.
Who let you back here? It's bad enough I must work with incompetence. I don't need you walking through my kitchen. Do thugs like you think you can just walk back here for food any time? If I wanted human interaction, I'd have a kiosk in the square. Or maybe a trough.
Why a trough? Well, we don't feed the animals, Mr. Tay. That's handled by the farmers.
Step back, Mr. Wong. You just... step back. A polite response from one of you strangers? Go on, don't waste your respect on me. I'm no high minister. I just cook. Me? There's nothing to know about me. I cook for ungrateful people who do not understand what good food is.
Your palate is very sophisticated, Mr. Tay. Some say your dishes are, acquired tastes.
No, I am quite certain that the problem is with the customers. If you wish to keep your position, Mr. Wong, you will smile and nod. Mr. Wong is here to cut the vegetables and heft the rice bags. His job does not include criticizing the menu. I am the head chef. He is nothing.
But I am learning. I will train hard to become the best chef I can.
There's a small chance he could become slightly more than nothing, but I've seen no sign of it as yet. Some people are heroes, some merely clap as heroes walk by. Then go walk around it. I do not waste my time collecting rumors. Everybody eats. That is all I need to know.
Jeśli to słyszeliście, to przepraszam was za to.
The spirit world? You were talking about stories for children. I believe what I see. If I see it, it is real. Very simple. If you want some deeper discussion than that, go to a temple. Me, I will stay here and cook for the living. I hear stories just like everyone else, but they are always told by some scared farmer who wouldn't know the wind from a howl. I believe what I see. That's enough. Good. I need to concentrate on the menu. You want to eat, you'll leave me alone.
Wybaczcie znów na chwilę. Dobra, jestem już z powrotem. Mam nadzieję, że już nie będę musiał znikać na chwilę.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tian's Landing, and I've never seen you before. I would remember you. You should turn right around and leave this town. Trust me. I am Gufu, Great One. Some call me Gufu the Sweet, though I don't know why. I usually smell like the fish I sell. Perhaps they are making fun of me. But now, there are no fish to sell. I have lived in Tian's Landing all my life, but now, I'm ashamed to say, I wish I lived somewhere else. Everything in Tian's Landing is falling apart. Shang, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can. You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing. The merchants can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery. The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, it slowed the flow of the river, causing it to back up and the water level to rise. But with the dam open, the water drains away too quickly, and our river, the lifeblood of this town, has become a trickle. The river has no fish, and the ships can't navigate it. The dam was built nearly 20 years ago, causing the river to rise. Now the dam is open, and the river has fallen so low no ships can navigate it. Tian's Landing cannot survive without the river, but nobody in the town dares to go into the ruins to close the dam. The ruins are haunted with the spirits of the dead.
Dobra. Nie będę już zadawał tyle pytań.
Take care of yourself, stranger, and be glad that you do not live in Tian's Landing.
Pewnie już większość się z was nudzi.
Don't be like that.
Yeah, we're nice guys. Don't pretend you're better than us.
Yeah, we don't want to be stuck in your stuck-up town either, you know?